What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with some Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. We are back playing a little bit of this 10-year-old game, which I jumped back into over the weekend and have found that it's still as active as ever. There's a ton of people playing. I'd seen a bunch of comments on some of my older videos talking about how I should jump back, play the game, come into it a little bit. I've been talking with some friends just about the game in general over the last couple of weeks and just had the nostalgia kick really bad, so I decided to jump into it. And I honestly have not turned on my gaming PC all weekend. I've been playing my Xbox One with Mass Effect 3. I've probably put in another 17 or 18 hours in the game over the last 3 days, having an absolute blast getting back into it, running some of my challenges. Actually, it's kind of cool. The N7 headquarters is still working, and you can still jump on there and work on some of your stuff for your account if you're still working on trying to get some of those banners done. I actually got my sniper rifle one done and also my defender one done. So just having a good time getting back into the game. And it's, you know, like I always say, you know, if you make a good game, people are going to spend their time playing it. And it's one of the things I still am amazed with by this game. You know, this came out in 2012. So we're talking about 10 years for a single title multiplayer version that when it first came out, no one really wanted. So it's kind of funny. But people are still playing this. They're still enjoying it. I have not had a problem finding a game at all. Been playing some bronze, some silver, and some gold matches. And it's just like you get an instant queue pretty much. I've seen a lot of veterans, a lot of people with banners and high N7 scores and high achievement scores. And also seen a lot of new people, which is kind of cool. There's a lot of new players that are coming in, enjoying the game, and again, the 10-year-old game. So I think this is just further evidence, again, that, you know, when a developer can come up with something that's just got solid overall gameplay, rewarding gameplay, fun co-op, I think it's something that can survive for quite some time. And it's really unfortunate because nowadays we don't really have this anymore in gaming. You know, this game is, I've been playing this for 10 years on and off. I think the last time I actually did jump in here was in 2020 for N7 Day, and still found plenty of games. But it's like I have yet to run across a single toxic person playing this game for 10 years. Now, it's probably because it's a co-op game. You know, it is multiplayer, but you're 4 people working together if you're not doing a solo run. Now, if you're trying to do platinum, I can see people getting a little testy if you come in and you don't have good equipment, if you don't have, you know, good gear and you're just dying constantly and hurting the team. But I have yet to really run across anybody who's been a jerk in this game. Everybody's usually pretty helpful. You know, the older players will help out the newer players. And the game is just so fun. I think it's because there's so many different characters you can use. There's so many different weapons you can use. There's lots of different gear setups. There's all kinds of different powers. Every single class out of the 6 classes has their own unique characters within it, and everyone has a different type of power kit that you can use. There's tons of synergies in the game, or you can just pick whatever you want and kind of screw around with it. It's just, there's a lot of fun to be had. There's a lot of depth to it, a lot of choices that you can make, and I think that's one of the reasons people are still playing this, because you don't find stuff like this in games today. Everything is kind of locked behind microtransactions. Everything's PvP now, and it's kind of rare to find a system that works as well as this. Now, I actually did want to talk about something. I've been watching a couple of videos that people are talking about this game in the last couple of weeks and months. And one of the things I keep seeing people say is like how bad the microtransactions were in this game, and I actually don't agree with that at all. I think when this game came out, obviously 2012, that was kind of a transitional time when a lot of these companies were testing the waters. So of course EA was in control of BioWare, and they basically said, we're going to put in these shop packs where you unlock your weapons. You can buy them for Microsoft points, and then you can get unlocks. And I did a video on that a long time ago, how actually you could manipulate that store by buying the lower packs first, and you get all the starter weapons finished up to level 10, and then you don't have to worry about getting any of those drops in your later packs that you're buying. This was a game where it's like if you played 3 or 4 matches, you got enough credits to buy a couple of packs. So it's like if you were grinding this game, if you were playing this game for hours like a lot of people were, you were not going to have any problem whatsoever earning the gear, unlocking the guns, and getting all that stuff just by playing the game. And that's actually one of the things I did like about this game. It was very similar to Modern Warfare 2 and 3, which were 2 of my favorite shooters. is the more you played the game and the better you got at it, the easier it was to grind things out. You can grind all the achievements out. You know, on the N7 headquarters, you get stuff for actually, you know, you get the banners and things for actually completing achievements in game. You can unlock more weapons, buy more packs as you get credits for finishing the missions. And I don't really feel like you ever had to spend something on it. I think it was kind of designed as usual to prey on the people who wanted to get everything really fast. I think that's one of the things, one of the reasons microtransactions work for these companies. Obviously they do work, or you would not see them in games anymore, but people are just impatient. They want to have everything right now. So instead of playing the game, they'd rather just go buy a bunch of packs and unlock a bunch of boxes and get that stuff. But I never really felt like it was a problem in this game. It certainly was not a pay-to-win thing at all. Obviously, if you got super lucky, you could get like the really good guns right off the bat, or a really good character right off the bat. I still remember my free-to-play box that they gave me. Like, they give you a box right at the start when you start your multiplayer, and I got like the Krogan Warlord, who's one of the most powerful characters in the multiplayer. So it's kind of funny. I didn't have to buy a high-end box to get it, but it was just really interesting to see how badly some people thought about the loot boxes, which, like I said, I didn't really feel like they were a problem when I played the game, and I don't think they're a problem now. Obviously, I don't think you can even buy them now. I don't think Microsoft points are a thing anymore, so it's not like you would have to worry about today. Anyways, but anyhow, all I really wanted to do is just kind of let everybody know I'm back playing Mass Effect 3. I don't know what this is going to mean for raid content. I'm still playing raid on the side. I kind of run it on the other computer in the background when I'm playing this on the Xbox, but we didn't do a free-to-play Friday episode this week because, quite honestly, I was a little bit burned out on raid and just kind of wanted to enjoy something else for a while, and this kind of scratched that itch, getting back into this game. It's just been so much fun, and it's kind of nice to just play something that's enjoyable, something that's well done. Now, there are a lot of kind of like little bugs and problems I've been noticing, though. Like, the game, it's 10 years old, so you're going to notice some things. Playing Overwatch all the time on computer and then having to play this on a controller, and then having the hit detection just be completely awful has been very interesting, especially with some of the pistols. The hit detection is just not there all the time. There's also been some really weird bugs where we will have someone actually get put into a match right when we're extracting, so we actually lose the full extraction bonus, and that person doesn't get credit for anything, really. So it's very odd. I've actually had a game, too, where I spawn into the game, and I was immediately placed right in front of a Cerberus engineer who had just put down a turret, and I just died immediately. I hadn't even gotten to take control yet, and I was just dead. So there's been some really funny things going on with the game, but it's 10 years old. That's to be expected. And overall, though, it's been a really, really great time, and I think this is an awesome game that has stood the test of time. And I really kind of wish more developers these days would, try to do things like this, make game modes that people are going to enjoy for a very long time, instead of just trying to make whatever cash grab they can make and put out every 2 to 3 years so they can kind of cash in on a sequel. It just blows my mind that this is one single multiplayer game that has made it this long. I mean, 10 years is a long time for any title, let alone a multiplayer portion. Obviously, people are still playing through the trilogy because they brought out the Legendary Edition of the game, and unfortunately, they didn't redo multiplayer for that. I was really disappointed, and I think that's one of the reasons a lot of people are still playing this multiplayer. So let me know if you guys have been playing this. If not, if you've been taking a long break, maybe jump back in, try it out. The servers are active. There's tons of people. I didn't have a problem finding a game at all over the weekend, and I'm going to keep on playing the game. I don't know if we'll jump into the solo series like we had before. Maybe that's something I can look into doing, but I'm not sure. I'm just having fun with it right now, and we'll see where it takes us. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you, as always, for watching, and I will see you again next time.